All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities. Chef Julie has made the gravy, which everybody is loving.
Yes.
But you got to have the right potatoes. You don't want something to go wrong. And you have bad potatoes.
If you go all this effort to make the delicious gravy, right, you don't want to have mashed potatoes out of a box.
Yes. No,
you
need to make your own.
Make your own. So what I've started here with, I already have my potatoes. I use a russet potato or Yukon Gold. You can even mix it if you want to. And there's about, I would say, 5 or so, 6 potatoes in here. I've already, of course, these are cooked and ready to go, but I peel them, I cut them into chunks. It doesn't really matter how big your chunks are as long as they're similar in size. So they all cook at the right thing. Now you can see how big my chunks are. Takes mine maybe 20 minutes at the most to cook on a simmer. And when I cover them with water, I just barely cover the tops. I don't like put way deep, just barely cover the top. And I check until it's fork tender, and when that's it, that's done, I drain it, and then here we go. We've got them ready to mash. I would put, I would start with a 1/4 stick of butter for this many.
Okay.
And a good splash of heavy, y'all, this is not the time to count the calories and look at the fat. I do that all the time because I'm on a health journey too, but this is Thanksgiving, so we're just gonna put the real thing in here. Put a nice big bunch of that. I like to put fresh ground pepper. I'll just go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to check my salt later because I forgot to tell you, I do salt my potatoes when I'm baking them. I feel like the salt flavor gets deeper into it than if I just add the salt at the end.
Okay.
So I put salt at the beginning in my water, but I don't over salt, so I leave myself a little headroom so I can do that final adjustment when I'm done. And I just got a good old potato masher, and you just go to town and mash away. That's what, would you like to mash
butter,
a little bit?
Oh,
get your
that butter's in there with that heavy whipping cream, which, by the way, I think that heavy whipping cream does make a difference.
Y'all, it makes it. I don't like to use milk. I like the heavy whipping cream, and I'll be honest, I don't really care if my potatoes have a few lumps in them. I'm just going to be honest. That doesn't bother me. I don't have any lumps in my gravy, as you can tell. There's no lumps there, but in the potato, I don't mind a little bit of that. If you put them in a mixer and mix, you can get a gloopy mess.
Sometimes,
like the starches get a little funky, and it kind of looks more like, you know, glue paste instead of potatoes.
I've kind of gone back to this route because I feel like
I like it better. There is something called a ricer.
Sorry, my oven's about.
I know this little thing's beeping at us. There is something called a ricer, which is a little attachment that you can put things in and squeeze it through. It'll make it just perfectly smooth. But like you said, if you're doing 10, 15 pounds of potatoes for a big crew, you can't sit there with a little ricer and do that all day long. That's just silly.
That would take a while.
This is what, now we gotta taste it. Pick you one of those spoons, and we got to decide, what do we do? We might want to add something. This is
They're so good.
I need salt.
A little salt.
Yep, we agreed on that one. We need a little salt.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to put a little more whipping cream. And you could put more butter at this point. Some people like to put sour cream in their potatoes. You know, this is your preference. You get to decide how far you want to take it.
Sometimes I'll do sour cream if I'm doing like a twice bake, but when I've got that gravy going on, I like just that plain
and
heavy whipping cream, salt.
I think that'll probably get us. We got to put it together now.
Okay.
We got to put it together.
We're almost out of time. We'll put this together.
There we go, little gravy. And if you have a fork, if you want to take a little bite, there we go, the deliciousness.
I will say, I really think this, well, the dressing.
The dressing.
The dressing is always, but the mashed potatoes.
And I just want to say, at Thanksgiving, I know for some of us, it might be a little different Thanksgiving this year. It might be a little hard, but just want you to know you're not alone in your struggle. And every day, I think especially on hard days, there's always something to be thankful for. And I'm thankful I get to come here and share my wonderful favorite Thanksgiving dishes with you guys. It's always a pleasure to be on Daytime.
Beautifully said. Well, we are blessed and we are very grateful for your friendship and all of your wonderful foods that you prepare and you help our viewers prepare at home. So thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
All right, if you would like more information and other videos, you can go to her website. It's bakingwithjulie.com.